Welcome back to MYG Empire. It's been a while, and I know I said this before, but just life happens, and haven't gotten around to do another video. But here we are. The Giants are currently 6-1. I don't think anybody in their right mind thought the New York Giants could get this far. It's absolutely amazing. It's a turnaround, and I'm loving it so far. I'm here for the ride. But today, we're not here to glorify and celebrate, as of right now, the 6-1 run that we are on. Today we are here to talk about possible trade scenarios for a wide receiver. I was going to do in general with um, players that we could just trade for in general, no matter what position, because we do need corner. But I think wide receiver is really a problem. And I know there's some reports saying the Giants are now looking to trade for a wide receiver, but let's just you never know. Let's just have some fun and just speculate a little bit and just let's speculate and try to see if any of these guys are willing to come to the New York Giants. And the Giants have picks. The Giants are trying to win, but at the same time playing for this future. You've seen that before, but at this time it's actually working unexpectedly. So yeah, we're going to get right into it. The first prospect I think, or the first player that I think we should definitely try to go for is DJ Moore. DJ Moore is a young, talented wide receiver for the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers are rebuilding, even though they mistakenly and did not intend to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but they did. They just recently traded Christian McCaffrey for picks 2 through 6 to the San Francisco 49ers. And they're just a rebuilding team. And honestly, I don't think there's really so much of a problem to give up DJ Moore. Now we won't be giving up 2 through 6. I feel like for him, DJ Moore, who's currently has still a reasonable deal and puts up okay stats. He had a touchdown last week, unexpectedly, but he did. But besides that, he's been struggling because it's not necessarily him; it's the quarterback position. It's Baker Mayfield is below average, and he's injury prone. PJ Walker, he coming in from his first game or second game, and of course, he's going to be a little bit walky. He's going to be a little bit, on edge and not so. He's not going to be, there. He's not going to be there. He's not going to be PJ Walker that you see for the XFL. XFL MVP. He's not going to be that. We've seen some flashes of that this week, but before that, against the Rams and the week before that, he was not going to show that. So now the Panthers are kind of having some sort of a kind of resurgence now in offense, but at the same time, they're trying to tank. So if if all in all honesty, I think the Giants could give up a third and a fourth for DJ Moore. Now that is up to Joe Shane to think about giving up a deal like that to a young talented receiver that we will have to pay sooner or later. Sorry. He's actually got an extension. So he's now in a favorable deal. He's getting 20 million annually. It, no. So I don't think that's gonna really work out, but at the same time, hey, maybe, just maybe, Joe Shane finesses a little bit. He said, hey, we could give y'all a third, a fourth, and Kenny Galladay. Deal or no deal. Like the show. I know that's corny, I'm sorry, but still. Like, maybe he could pull it off. Maybe. Just maybe. But then again, who knows? DJ Moore, That's someone I really want, but I don't think it's really gonna happen. Jeudy is our next prospect, our next player. Jeudy is a talented player. Don't get it twisted. Even though the Broncos are not really doing all that hot as of right now, they're not doing well. I still don't buy them shopping Jeudy because they are trying to win now or even win next year. I know they're talented in the wide receiver group, but at the same time, you're trading your second round pick already. And he's already in his second and third season. Like, you know, I don't know. I just don't get it. But let's say if they are shopping him, I believe they are looking for a third, a third round pick. Like I said, it's similar as DJ Moore, third round pick, fourth round pick. Um, I don't think they're gonna settle for low balls. I don't think if Joe Shane calls up on the phone, it's like, hey, I'm willing to give you guys a fourth and a sixth. They're gonna like hang the phone up. They're not gonna do it because they know that they want to win now. They're not really trying to set on rebuilding or trying to obtain picks on young talent. So for that, I don't really see this scenario really working out just like the DJ Moore deal. Even though I would love to have two of those players to help Daniel Jones out. It's I don't know, it's risky and NFL trades are not as predictable and common like the NBA. So or even like baseball, honestly. So our next player, and also Jeudy, he's still on his rookie contract as well, and that's also another reason why I don't think they will even try to trade him. Our next player is KJ Hamler. He's also on the Broncos, also on his rookie deal. He was a later round pick, but honestly, you're banking on potential. He's quick, he's shifty. He has okay hands. He's an all around solid wide receiver that we can get for cheap. I think his value is around fifth round pick, a sixth round pick. I don't think there's too much you can give up for KJ Hamler. Now, like I said before, why are the Broncos selling on wide receivers when they need to win now? But let me tell you this, KJ Hamler is not a pivotal piece in their offense. He's the third wide receiver. He's the third wide receiver. And here's the thing about the Broncos, right? I feel like they have other wide receivers that can just take his place. So for that, the problem is not wide receiver. The problem is just Russell Wilson, and their confidence, the overall team confidence, and the coaching. The coaching's horrible. The coach is terrible. I think all the blame got to go to him in a way. And I just think KJ Hamler is is a talented receiver that is banking on potential, but I think his fast shiftiness can add to Brian Dable's vertical passing scheme, which we're trying to really put forth into our offensive identity in a way. Even though we run the ball a lot, but vertical passing is what we do. It's what we do. So I think he will really fit into this. Now, I have Chase Claypool here. This is the next player. Do I think he fits with the scheme? No. But at the same time, I will take anybody over a practice squad Marcus Johnson, who dropped about 3 balls last week against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I'm gonna give Marcus Johnson his credit. I'm gonna give him his flowers, right? I'm gonna give him his credit. For a practice squad receiver, he's not terrible. For a practice squad receiver, he's not bad. It's just we need to get better. We need better options. We are 6-1, and we need to continue to compete. Now we're competing to win. Before we was before we was just putting out young guys just to see, what will stick, and we evaluate the team so we can know what we can do for the draft and prepare for the future. That has changed. It has changed. Now we're not just doing that. Now we just need to win. And Chase Claypool is a decent wide receiver, still on his rookie deal. I thought it was a steal in the draft when they got him, when the Pittsburgh Steelers got him, because in Notre Dame he was good. There was even talks about making him tight end, but he's a big body receiver. He has strong hands, and I'm watching the games. I'm watching the games, and he's getting better at route running. He's running verticals. He's running the slants. Before he was a big body receiver on the outside, just doing streaks, comebacks, curls, or he's just a red zone threat. Now he's doing crosses, doing slants, a little bit more in the vertical avenue, and that goes towards our scheme. But at the same time, I feel like he would be a better big body receiver than freaking Kenny Galladay, who is lazy. He doesn't care about the game. He just cares about getting paid, and that's all he cares about. Now with Claypool, there's some things that like you can get on saying like he's not that mature, but then again he's still in his 20s, right? But at the same time, he goes out there and he gives it his all. That's all you get asked for. Kenny Galladay doesn't do that. That's the problem. We need more wide receivers that will go out there, give it their all, and say, hey, I did the best that I can do. And, be above average or halfway decent at this point. But Chase Claypool, I think the Steelers would take a fourth round, possibly. Would I, as a fan, do a fourth round pick for Claypool? Maybe, just maybe, a fourth, seventh, fourth and the seventh. That's fine. And the Steelers are horrible. They're terrible. They're, they're dog water. So I wouldn't be surprised that they are shopping because they need to rebuild. They need to rebuild. There's no way. They need to rebuild. It's no way, right? So a fourth and a seventh, maybe be lucky in a fifth and a seventh, maybe. But Claypool, I'm not counting out. Now the last player that I have here, Elijah Moore, who is really good. Really, 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 really good. The problem is the Jets have a new approach on offense. Now they're just running the football a lot. They're barely passing the ball. When the Jets played against the Packers, Zach Wilson only threw for 100 yards. Take that as you will. 100 yards. They fed the ball to Breece Hall. They fed the ball to Michael Carter. And they relied on their defense, which the defense is great so far. They're doing a great job. But Elijah Moore, he wants the ball more. So, that's no pun, but like, he wants the ball more, right? So he claims that he loves his teammates and he's glad that they're winning. But in order to make it more worth his while, he needs the ball more, which is understandable. You have 0 receptions in that Packers game. I would be upset in a way too, in a way. So they're now shopping him. He's requested a trade. I think Elijah Moore is probably like on the same realm. Maybe, maybe not. I don't think so because I think Elijah Moore is like either you trade me or I'm not playing. Then DJ Moore, who's like I'm open to anything, or Jeudy, who's just like, you know, whatever. Like I'm still playing. Like you have Russell Wilson as your quarterback. Like you still are gonna have some sort of faith in him. So with that, I think you can lowball a little bit, just a little bit. I think the Jets are looking for a second round pick, but they will settle for a third or a fourth. And as a Giants fan, would I do it? I don't know. I just don't know. This year, when it comes to the wide receiver class, just like every single year, is great. Wide receiver class is out the door, right? I feel like you can draft a wide receiver, but at the same time, we need to win now. Being 6-1, the whole trajectory has changed. The game's changed. We need to win. Who's going to help us win? A solid wide receiver who can get open and catch passes, not hit it in his freaking chest and bounce off. So for that, maybe we need to take a little bit of the risk and be like, here, Jets, New York Jets, New Jersey Jets, MetLife Jets, whatever you want to call them. Here's a third. Here's a ham sandwich and a $5 gift card to Walmart, and off with your day. Thank you. Pleasure doing business with you. Elijah Moore, welcome to the Giants. We're gonna freaking use you because we need your help. We are making a playoff push. You can tell I'm excited on the possibility of even obtaining just anybody at wide receiver. You can get the guy out of Walmart. You get the guy that works at McDonald's playing that wide receiver. I'll be down. At that point, it was like, hey, we'll see what he got. You can freaking put anybody back in. I'm like, cool. I'm in. I'm anybody but Kenny Galladay, that lazy, sorry slob. I'm keeping it PG. Kadarius Toney made out of glass. We lost Sterling Shepard again. Who else do we have? Wanda Robinson is making a splash. He's doing well, but I fear he might get hurt again. I'm nervous about that. So we need another wide receiver. So I went through all the wide receiver candidates that we could trade for. I think the one that could possibly happen is maybe someone like KJ Hamler, give up a 6, a 5th. You know, nothing crazy for him and keep it pushing. Or try to reach and get someone like Elijah Moore, who could be a young, bright star. We'll see. We'll see. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for whatever you're doing. And hopefully I'll come back sooner or later to do another video. It's been a while, but at the same time, I gotta get more consistent. But at the same time, we're gonna keep it rolling. I'm proud of this Giants team. If we keep it rolling, it's gonna be the highlight of the year. I'll tell you that much. In a way, we as Giants fans needed this right now. I was expecting to just tank or just not be good and try to get quarterback. Daniel Jones is looking great. Saquon is looking like his rookie self, even better. Man, Joe Shane, Brian Dable, give us a wide receiver. I'm gonna tell the NFL to look out and watch out because we are coming. We coming at y'all next. I'll see y'all later.